These are the techniques you can learn from it.
Yeah. What you going to draw it? Well, we've just brought the grandchildren for a day out to see the exhibits, obviously, and to enjoy them. We didn't realise that the Revealing Histories exhibit was on, but we're delighted it is on, and the children have really enjoyed it, and they get a small insight into African designs and textiles. Could have wished it was better advertised because we only fell on it by accident. Would have perhaps been a bit better prepared to talk to the children about what they were going to see. But yes, I think they've learned a little bit about the patterns and the textiles and the designs, and we'll certainly talk to the children afterwards about the links with the Manchester textiles and the cotton industry and the slave trade. I didn't realise, though I did know Manchester was a big cotton industry originally, but I didn't realise that the link with the West African women's trade and the African prints were actually printed here in Manchester, in Stockport. I didn't know that, so that's very interesting to know. I'm going to take away some ideas because I'm also a teacher, and we've got Black History Week coming up in October, so I've got some ideas now for what I'm going to do with my children in class, and to talk to them about the links with the cotton trade in Manchester. It'd be really good.
Fantastic.
Make it exciting.
So why do you think it's important that these kind of exhibitions are on for young people and children?
Because still there are lots of people who don't know, who aren't aware of black history, who by no fault of their own perhaps live in a little suburb like I do, which I've lived there all my life, and my parents have, not through any choice of moving there, we just lived there. And you don't always get to mix with the different cultures. So it's very important for our children to see those different cultures. In fact, I work in a multicultural school, and it's still important for the children of different cultures to learn about black history for themselves and for other children.
Right, okay, so was it a big surprise that basically Manchester is linked to kind of black history and has so much black history?
If I think about it, no. But I guess when I did my learning, we weren't told about the black aspects of it, although I knew about Manchester in the cotton trade. Never gave it a thought, I suppose, that the African women worked here at that time. Just ignorance, I'm ashamed to say. And I guess when I was growing up and learning originally, it's not something I've taught, the cotton trade in Manchester. And I guess from my own learning, I'm of an age where it wouldn't have been mentioned, very sadly.
Okay, Alice, would you recommend the exhibition?
Absolutely, yes. I think it's very important. And we were very sad, and my daughter mentioned it was so sad you were tucked away in the corner. We only stumbled on you by accident. We might not have walked across this way because we didn't see any posters or anything earlier on in the museum. And we were a bit sad about that because we would have made a definite beeline for the exhibition if we'd have realised, but fortunately we found it, so that's great.